In this video, we are going to learn how to calculate the surface area of a cylinder. Let us consider a cylinder. Let this point be the center of the circular base of the cylinder, and let us consider the radius of the circular base to be r. So r is the radius of the cylinder. And let us consider the height of the cylinder to be h. So h is the height. Now what we want to do is determine the surface area of the cylinder. Now first of all, let us consider the surface area of the curved surface of the cylinder. That is, this curved surface over here. Let's consider the area of this curved surface. Now for that, what we're going to do is we're going to imagine slicing the cylinder. That is, suppose we slice the cylinder like this, and then we unroll that curved surface. If we do that, then we're going to end up with a rectangle. And in this rectangle, note that the length of this side over here is going to be the same as this distance. So that means that the length of this side is going to be h. Next, consider this side of the rectangle. Now, this side is actually obtained from this circular base over here, and the circumference of a circle is 2 times pi times the radius. So that means that the circumference of the circular base will be 2 pi r in this case, and so the length of this side of the rectangle will be 2 pi r. So what is the area of this rectangle? Now the area of a rectangle is given by the length times the width. And in this case, the length of the rectangle is 2 pi r, and the width of the rectangle is h. So if we want to calculate the area of this rectangle, what we end up with is 2 pi r times h, and that is equal to 2 pi r h. So this is the surface area of the curved surface of the cylinder. And what we call that is the lateral surface area. So the lateral surface area, which we also write LSA in short, is going to be 2 pi r h. Next, let us consider the total surface area. Now the total surface area, which we write as TSA for short, that will be the lateral surface area 2 pi r h plus the surface area of the two circular bases. What does that mean? We want the total surface area of the cylinder, so we're going to consider this curved surface area, that's the lateral surface area, and we have this top circular face and we have this bottom circular base. So we need to add the areas of those two circular bases. And the area of a circle is given by pi r squared. So that means that the area of this circular base is pi r squared, and the area of this circular base is pi r squared. And so we need to add the areas of those two, and we end up with 2 times pi r squared. So this is our formula for the total surface area, 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. And if we just want to determine the lateral surface area, that is the surface area of the curved surface, then we have 2 pi r h. Now note that in both of the formulas, we have used the irrational number pi. Now pi is usually approximated using the decimal number 3.14. So if we want an exact answer, we are going to leave our answer in terms of pi. And if we want an approximate answer, we can substitute this approximate value of pi, which is 3.14. Now let us have a look at a few practice problems to see how we can use these formulas. Let us consider this first cylinder given over here. We can see that the radius of the cylinder is 2 inches and the height of the cylinder is 4 inches. So first of all, let us determine the lateral surface area. Now that is given by 2 pi r h. So we have 2 pi times the radius, which is 2, times the height, which is 4. Now 2 times 2 times 4 is equal to 16, so we have 16 pi. And since the units of the radius and the height is given in inches, the unit for the lateral surface area will be inches squared. So the lateral surface area is 16 pi inches squared. And if we use the approximate value of pi as 3.14, then 16 times 3.14, that's 50.24. So the approximate lateral surface area will be 50.24 inches squared. Next, let us determine the total surface area. Now that will be the lateral surface area, so 16 pi plus 2 pi r squared. So we have 16 pi plus 2 pi times the square of the radius, which is 2. So we have 16 pi plus 2 times 2 squared times pi. So 2 times 2 squared, that's 2 times 4, which is 8. We have 8 pi. And 16 pi plus 8 pi is equal to 24 pi. So we have 24 pi inches squared. And if we use the approximate value of pi, which is 3.14, then we'll see that this is approximately equal to 75.36 inches squared. So the approximate total surface area of the cylinder is 75.36 inches squared. Let us have a look at the next cylinder. Now in this cylinder, we can see that the radius is 3 feet and the height is 12 feet. So first of all, let us determine the lateral surface area. That will be 2 pi rh. So we have 2 pi times the radius, which is 3, times the height, which is 12. And 2 times 3 times 12 is 72. So we have 72 pi. And since the units of the radius and the height are given in feet, this will be in feet squared. So the lateral surface area is 72 pi feet squared. And this is approximately equal to 226.08 feet squared if we use the approximate value of pi, which is 3.14. And next, let us determine the total surface area. That will be the lateral surface area, which is 72 pi, plus 2 pi r squared. So we have 72 pi plus 2 pi times the square of the radius, which is 3. So we have 72 pi plus 2 times 3 squared. So that's 2 times 9. So we have 18 pi. And 72 pi plus 18 pi, that is equal to 90 pi. So we have 90 pi feet squared. And this is approximately equal to 282.6 feet squared if we consider the approximate value of pi, which is 3.14. So this is the required total surface area. Let us consider this next cylinder over here. We can see that the radius of the cylinder is 5 centimeters and the height is 10 centimeters. So first of all, let us determine the lateral surface area. This is equal to 2 pi rh. So we have 2 pi times the radius, which is 5, times the height, which is 10. And 2 times 5 times 10 is equal to 100. So we have 100 pi. And since the units of the radius and the height is given in centimeters, the unit for this will be centimeters squared. So the lateral surface area is 100 pi centimeters squared. And if we use the approximate value of pi, which is 3.14, we'll see that this is approximately equal to 314 centimeters squared. Next, let us consider the total surface area. That will be the lateral surface area, which is 100 pi plus 2 pi r squared. So we have 100 pi plus 2 pi times the square of the radius, which is 5. So what do we end up with? We have 100 pi plus 2 times 5 squared times pi. So 2 times 5 squared, that's 2 times 25, that's 50. So we have 50 pi. And 100 pi plus 50 pi is 150 pi. And the unit for this will be centimeters squared. So the total surface area is 150 pi centimeters squared. And if we use the approximate value of pi, which is 3.14, we'll see that this is approximately equal to 471 centimeters squared. So the approximate total surface area of the cylinder is 471 centimeters squared. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you next time!